A big New England welcome from Portland, Maine. This is good old JR Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
I've never seen a crowd so fired up, JR. They can't wait to get started, and neither can I.
That makes two of us, King. I don't think Portland's going to know what hit it after tonight.
Woo! So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything. And there's the elimination. I don't think Johnny Nitro's winning over any fans here tonight.
Nitro's not worried about impressing the fans, JR. He doesn't need to try. Have you ever seen him outside the ring without a beautiful woman on his arm?
Well, I'm glad that Nitro's so successful with the ladies. But last I knew, that wasn't the way to rise through the ranks of the WWE. That went nowhere.
You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might... Oh, no! I don't like the looks of this.
He's got the...
This is great, JR. He's really letting his opponent...
I guess he is, but I'd like to see a little less sizzle and a little more steak, personally. I'm a Raw man through and through, but I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't love to have a superstar like Rey Mysterio on the roster.
Why would you want to do something like that to Mysterio, JR? Everyone on Raw is at least twice his size. Then destroy him.
I highly doubt that, King. He's been removed from the ring and from contention in this match.
Up and over and out. Eliminated. Any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injury.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment.
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well, then, why don't you just enlighten the rest?
He took a ride over the top rope, down to the floor, and out of this match.
He's climbing up. I'm not so sure this is a good idea. Look at this! Look at this! You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here!
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well.
You talk about the future of WWE, and you're looking at it in John Cena.
Oh, come on, JR!
Oh, boy. The adrenaline is flowing. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
Fight. No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something quick.
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves. This match has come to an abrupt end for that superstar.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
And, oh my gosh! He's been eliminated from the match!
This match is going to continue until someone's completely debilitated.
Looks like his hopes of winning this one have been shattered, JR.
For over a decade, WWE fans have been thrilled by the daredevil antics of Jeff Hardy.
And you'd think that after all this time, Jeff...
That's one fewer superstar in this match.
Over the top rope and down to the floor. That's an elimination. You know, JR, everyone goes on and on about how great The Undertaker is. Wow, he wasn't too gentle about throwing him out. I know that Lashley's a big, strong guy, but there's a lot of big, strong guys out there. What makes him so special?
How about the fact that he's a 3-time National Wrestling Champion, or the fact that he's a 4-time? He just got tossed out rather unceremoniously, in my opinion. I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, it has. Is that? Yes, that's an elimination. He might as well start walking back to the locker room. He's out of this match. His opponent's down, and now he's sharing a piece of his mind.
He's gonna have to eat those words by the end of this match, JR.
These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
No kidding. If you don't have that conditioning, you're not gonna last long in a match.
You sure aren't, and that's only one of the many reasons I try to stay out of the ring whenever possible.
I hate to admit it, but when I look at superstars like the great Khali, part of me is glad I don't wrestle that much anymore. Well, there's one less superstar in this match now.
He's not going to get caught with that one. I'll be honest with you, King. This is not the way I thought this match would go at all.
Me neither, JR. I guess that just goes to show that anything can happen in the WWE.
I think you hit the nail right on the head, King. And it's that unpredictability that makes it so exciting.
Randy Orton is a genius, JR. As soon as he got what he needed from Triple H and Ric Flair, he turned on him and struck out on his own.
I think you've got a selective memory there, Kingfish. I seem to remember Triple H and Ric Flair turning on Orton and knocking some of the cockiness out of him when they did it.
Well, if that's true, it's just a matter of jealousy. And I think that's pretty sad, coming from two men who have more than 25 world title reigns between them.
The Game and Flair are no strangers to championship gold. But Orton won it. There he goes. He's out of the match.
Talk about adding insult to injury. Tossed out of the ring and the match. That's it. He's out of the ring. And that means he's out of the match, too. You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it,
Pop
King.
a 40 and check
Every
your rollies.
superstar
It's
on the
crime
roster
time.
has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true happiness is until he's married. And then it's too late.
You're going down, down, down. Just come smooth. Watch me.
Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in that ring, mark my words.
I hope these fans appreciate it, JR. These superstars are putting it all on the line for them right here tonight. Well, from the look lots of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's gonna go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty fit, though, I must say. I'm not so sure this was about winning or losing anymore.
I don't believe it! He's been eliminated! You can look at any professional sport you want, JR.
That's it! The match is over for that particular superstar. And it's been reversed.
Yo, 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 yo. Pop a 40 and check your rollies. It's prime time.
All's fair in love and war, JR. And I love it when this guy goes to war.
Whoever said that cheaters never prosper certainly never saw this man in action.
Man, look at the size of Umaga. What do you feed a guy to get him that big, JR?
I don't even want to guess, King, because it looks to me like Umaga's got a hungry eye on his opponent. A reversal. Can he capitalize on it? This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow, could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary?
Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle, and they'll abandon you in a...
He doesn't look too happy about it, but an elimination is an elimination.
I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they haven't. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
You're right about that, JR. If you can't see yourself having your arm raised by the referee when it's over, don't bother showing up. Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the? Uh-oh. Come on. You gotta stop this guy before he really gets going.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. He's built up too much momentum to be stopped now.
What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way, and I think it's going to pay off, mark my words. I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match, and now it's paying off.
You know, a lot of people accuse Shad of perpetuating a negative stereotype.
Big Shad's an extremely charismatic and talented competitor. I don't see any negatives to him whatsoever.
Obviously, you've never done business with him then. Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the divas.
Come on, JR. You know I'm helpless when it comes to puppies.
Oh, I know, King. And that's why I'm bringing a pitcher of ice water out here with me next time.
He countered that one perfectly.
You've got to ask yourself, how much punishment will these superstars be able to withstand tonight?
I don't know, JR, but I think they're pretty intent on finding out.
They certainly are. I don't know how it's going to end, but I can guarantee you they're going to leave it all in the ring.
I feel so lucky that I'm actually getting to see these superstars wrestle each other.
Me too, King. This one has the potential to become an instant classic.
I can't remember the last time I saw superstars this fired up. I don't think they've even considered the possibility that they might not win this thing.
There's an awful lot of pride on the line here, King. No one in that ring wants to have to go back to the locker room as a loser.
Here's your winner, Chris Masters.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Cole and JBL here at ringside, welcoming you to Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Hey, I got top billing tonight. I like it. Keep it up.
Well, what can I say? These Minneapolis fans have got me in such a great mood. I'm feeling especially generous tonight.
Man, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner, but it's got to end sooner or later.
Well, whichever way it goes, no one can say that these superstars didn't give it everything they got. You feel like a jerk when someone counters you like that.
I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit. This is a great match, and the fans are definitely into it.
And that's what really matters. If the WWE fans aren't happy, they'll let you know it. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, an injured superstar.
Here comes another superstar.
Edge is so quick and so deadly, you can't...
Look at him, he's just radiating confidence. And he's got a lot to be confident about.
He looks a little overconfident to me. This could come back to bite him. Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
Cena spends a lot of time running his mouth. If I were him, I'd put that energy into improving my ring skills.
Cena's a multiple-time WWE champion. How much more improvement do you really need?
Listen, if you're not constantly trying to improve, you're going to get overtaken by a guy who is. Cena better keep that in mind. Here comes another superstar just to keep things interesting.
He was one step ahead on that one. That reversal might stop his opponent. And here's a little something for the fans. That's why they love him.
Who cares what they think? All he's doing here is giving his opponent a chance to recover. Half of The Undertaker's style is about getting inside his opponent's head. If you can keep your cool in the ring with him, you got a chance.
But you're not taking into account the power and experience of the dead man. You can't forget about that.
Of course you can't. The man's a legend. That's why I didn't bother mentioning it. These superstars have been giving it everything they've...
Another superstar has entered the match.
When I first heard about this match, I wasn't sure what to think, but these superstars are blowing me away.
Really? As soon as I heard about it, I expected a tremendous matchup. And I haven't been disappointed.
I didn't say I'm not disappointed, but I'll talk about getting stuck with you as a broadcast partner some other time.
Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing. I don't even like to think about where we'd be if they didn't.
Well, we wouldn't be sitting here calling this match, that's for sure.
This match proves without a doubt why SmackDown's the dominant brand. Another superstar is going to get in on the action. Michaels sure is getting up there. If he sticks around too much longer, HBK's going to stand for the has-been kid.
I don't think Shawn Michaels is ever going to be a has-been. He looks as good today as he ever did, and I don't think that's going to change anytime soon.
A textbook reversal. Can he follow up? This capacity crowd is certainly getting its money's worth here tonight.
And it's a good thing, too. If they're not buying tickets, we're not getting paychecks.
Well, I don't think we'll have to worry about selling tickets the next time we come back here. Not after a match like this.
Uh-oh, I don't like where this is going.
And neither does his opponent. Choke slam from hell!
There's the cover.
2, 3.
You got to be careful when you're going up there. I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know where you're coming up with this stuff, because it sure ain't from personal experience.
Edge is such a jerk. I'm amazed that he still has a job on Raw after some of the stuff he's pulled.
Maybe Edge doesn't have the best attitude in the world, but he is a heck of a competitor, no doubt about it.
That may be true, but I'm not a fan of the way he's been winning his matches lately. And I don't think these fans are either.
You know, there's such a thing as playing to the crowd, too.
Talk about adding insult to injury. And these fans love it.
Yeah, but you got to worry more about the injury and less about the insult till the match is over. Now, there's a superstar with guts. These top rope moves, though, are high risk.
What a reversal. He anticipated that move perfectly.
And there's the counter.
It's been a long time since I saw a crowd get behind a superstar the way they have for John Cena.
Yeah, and that's great for him. But this is a match, not a popularity contest.
I don't think Cena's got any problem being physical either. There aren't many superstars who can match his accomplishments.
Nice quick counter there. The Undertaker's got an impressive history here in WWE, but you're only as good as your last match.
How can you say that? The dead man has proven himself time and time again.
Undertaker has earned his rep, no doubt about it, but you got to know when to call it a day. There's a fine line between legend and has-been.
I can't believe you can sit here and even imply that The Undertaker might be a has-been. That could be hazardous to your health.
Maybe that's why I didn't come out and say it then. I'm just saying the thing about being at the top is there's nowhere to go but down. Seeing a match like this.
There's the cover. Can he do it? A high-risk maneuver in the works from that top turnbuckle. So much can go wrong from that top turnbuckle. I don't think anyone in this match is even...
He can taunt all he wants, but once he's lost the match, he's going to wish he spent this time going after his opponent.
I think you're wrong about that. I think this is going to make his victory tonight that much sweeter.
When you talk about a man who's done it all in this business, you don't have to look any further than the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, Michaels has been in this business a long, long time, and I'm not surprised he's stuck with Raw. I doubt he could keep up with some of the younger SmackDown talent.
You're not seriously suggesting that HBK couldn't be competitive on SmackDown. No disrespect to the SmackDown superstars, but this is Shawn Michaels we're talking about.
All I'm saying is that ever since Raw and SmackDown became separate brands, we haven't seen much of Michaels on SmackDown. You take that any way you want. This is just dumb. You don't win a match by taunting your opponent to death.
I disagree. Getting the crowd on your side can be a huge psychological boost.
Here's a move that'll leave you singing soprano.
And that ring rope is even less forgiving than it looks, folks. Top rope moves can win or lose you the match. There's very little middle ground. I hope this isn't...
I think someone's been taking flying lessons.
I don't think there's anything Edge wouldn't do to get what he wants, and that's what I like about him.
That's funny, because that's exactly what I can't stand about Edge. He might be a great competitor, but he's a lousy human being.
So you're telling me you'd rather watch a guy who does everything by the book and cares more about the rules than about winning?
I'd rather watch a superstar who had some senses. He's stalking his opponent from the top, and here's the cover. 2. I don't think there's a superstar in the history of WWE who's gone from rookie to WWE champion as quickly as John Cena has.
Yeah, Cena shot up real quick, but he hasn't picked up the experience that a lot of other superstars have.
Well, from where I sit, I haven't seen a lot of superstars give Cena much of a problem. He's held his own against some of the most talented veterans on the roster.
I assume you're talking about me, right? Well, let me tell you something. When John Cena beat me for the WWE Championship, that was a fluke.
If that's the case, then he's had a lot of fluke victories since then. I don't think anyone gets as far as Cena has on luck alone.
I love it. He just used his opponent's signature move against him. I've been looking forward to this match all night. I've seen matches won and lost because of moves like this. He's going up, and what goes up must come down. It's so great seeing these superstars in competition here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. I think he's going to fly.
There's the pin. Can his opponent kick out? This is going to be big, one way or the other.
My God, would you look at that. Talk about a crimson mask.
It's unfortunate, but you always run that risk in a match like this.
Unfortunate? What are you talking about? This is great. Looks like someone's moving up in the world.
These superstars have proven time and again that they're willing and able to go the distance.
Well, you don't get too far in this business if you're not.
That's for sure, partner. There's always someone right behind you, ready to overtake you if you can't keep up. I don't think there's ever been a more dominant...
This is how you win a match. You work over your opponent till they can't fight back.
This is a big risk. Will it pay off?
You can show off for the crowd if you want, but all that does is let your opponent rest up.
Actually, I think it's a great display of confidence on the part of this great superstar. Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the hell out of there. I've got to admit it, I'm impressed by these superstars' performance here tonight.
We were expecting a solid match from these superstars, but this is even better than I'd hoped.
Man, what a match. Kids, if you're watching this, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. These are trained WWE superstars, and even they wind up seriously injured sometimes.
That's for sure. Even me, a former WWE champion, has had his share of injuries over the years. It's crazy to think that we actually get paid to do a job like this. There's thousands of people out there who would do this for free.
Really? Maybe I should look into that. I could get a better broadcast partner and save the company some money at the same time.
Keep it up, and you're going to find out exactly how tough it is to do this job with your jaw wired shut.
It looks like he's decided to finish off his opponent.
And what a way to do it. Tombstone pile driver. On the mat, shoulders down. This could be it.
3.
Man, this one's turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was... He's going for the pin!
2.
Boy, this is not the way I thought this match was going to go at all.
And that's what makes the WWE so exciting. The unpredictability of the superstars. You never quite know exactly what you're going to see.
We've seen some pretty good back and forth here, but you don't see too many matches end that way.
No, you don't. And I think we'll see one superstar dominate the match before it's over.
These superstars are on fire tonight.
They sure are, and I don't think they're going to be put out anytime soon.
This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, but if you're going to be snippy, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this. Come on, quit showing off. This is a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up.
He's got him covered.
2. 3.
These superstars give everything
here's your winner, The Undertaker.
A big bienvenue to our fans around the world from Montreal, Quebec. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
And folks, let me assure you that tonight's show is a lot better than JR's French.
Sheesh. Well, there's no question of that, King. These Montreal fans are ready to get started, and so am I. So what are we waiting for?
What a counter!
I cannot express how much admiration I have for Matt Hardy's never-say-die attitude.
And I can't express how sick I am of hearing him talk himself up and then choke in the ring.
I think you're selling him short, King. Yes, Matt Hardy has faced adversity. Yes, he's been beaten before. But he's got the crowd and his opponent in the palm of his hand.
That can change in an instant, especially if you let your opponent catch his breath. What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way, and I think it's going to pay off, mark my words.
I'm so disgusted with Batista, JR. He could have stayed with Triple H and Ric Flair in Evolution and continued to ride the coat. Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match, and now it's paying off. It's great to hear the fans come alive every time Jeff Hardy sets foot in the ring.
Yeah, but I could do without all of his shrieking female fans.
Well, sounds like someone's a little jealous. I'm sure you wouldn't mind nearly as much if they were shrieking at you.
He countered that one perfectly. I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude, JR. Go big or go home.
Well, these superstars sure aren't going home until this match is settled once and for all.
I can't believe he countered that one. I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollar. He's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now. Uh-oh. Come on. You got to stop this guy before he really gets going.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. He's built up too much momentum to be stopped now. Oh, my. This is not what those ring ropes were meant to be used for.
Well, all's fair in love and war, JR. But after this, I don't think there's going to be a lot of loving in this superstar's future.
I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it, King.
You talk about ruthless aggression.
Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle, and they'll abandon you in a heartbeat.
Oh, boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something, quick!
I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You got to keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King.
Oh my gosh, he's almost got the briefcase. I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they haven't. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
You're right about that, JR. If you can't see yourself having your arm raised by the referee when it's over, don't bother showing up.
How do you approach a match with someone like the 7'3", 420-pound Great Khali?
Well, part of the problem is that there aren't any guys like him. All you can do is just keep moving and don't let him get his hands on you.
And I can only imagine that that's a lot easier said than done. Khali must take up at least a quarter of the ring as it is. Excellent counter. What ring presence.
This could be it, JR. He's almost got it. Look at that. He's bleeding like a stuck pig.
The referee had better get in there and take a look at that. We may need to stop this match.
Stop the match? Are you crazy, JR? It's just getting interesting. Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the divas.
Come on, JR. You know I'm helpless when it comes to puppies.
Oh, I know, King. And that's why I'm bringing a pitcher of ice water out here with me next time.
Look at this! The briefcase is within reach!
I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week.
If he gets that briefcase, this one's over! I talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever seen competitors so ready to get it on.
And that's coming through loud and clear here tonight in this match. They're not taking it easy on each other either.
It's been said a million times, but I'll say it again. This isn't ballet. Ruthless aggression is the name of the game. He saw that one coming. Man, I don't mind telling you, JR, this Umaga scares the heck out of me.
He's a savage. He's primal, a carnivore, like some kind of wild animal.
Yeah, and if he wasn't competing in the WWE, they'd probably have him locked up in a cage and charge admission just to see him.
Matt Hardy has said it many times. He will not die. And we're seeing that determination here tonight.
Oh, I'm sure he won't die here tonight, JR. Being within
He's got some evil intentions here.
Oh, man. 10 feet in the air and all the way down again. If any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever... The Money in the Bank briefcase is only inches away. What a phenomenon is the animal Batista. You talk about a force of nature, you're looking at him right there.
Force of nature? More like freak of nature, if you ask me. The fact that Batista even considers himself a main eventer is ridiculous.
He's a multiple-time heavyweight champion, King. In my book, once you wear that title around your waist, and here come the closed fist shots to the head. This could change the complexion of the match.
And this could also change the complexion of the face, JR. I don't even want to think about the bruises we'll see on this superstar tomorrow.
WWE's traveled to just about every country, and Jeff Hardy's got fans in every single one.
He's a one-of-a-kind phenomenon, no doubt about it. This great Khali is a bona fide monster. I feel sorry for anyone who's got to get in the ring with him.
So do I. You get the feeling.
Wow, what a shot! He's been busted wide open. That's gonna need stitches for sure.
Stitches, hell, that might mean the end of this match. He's risking serious injury by continuing to compete.
There's no rewards without risk, JR. And these are WWE superstars. They're not gonna stop the match just because of a little blood.
What a battle. Neither superstar can afford to be knocked off the ladder. This has turned into a real slobber knocker, 15 feet in the air. It doesn't matter who Umaga's in the ring against or how I feel about them personally, I pity them.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't even know if Umaga understands the whole concept of winning a match.
Look at the intensity of these two superstars trying to stay on the ladder. Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well then, why don't you just enlighten the rest of us, King?
No way! I can already tell this is going to be a great match, and I don't want to ruin the ending for you.
You're too kind, King. You're also full of horse manure, as far as I can tell. I've been one of Matt Hardy's biggest supporters since the early days of his career, and it's great to see him in action here tonight.
Yeah, ever since he went to SmackDown, we haven't seen much of Matt Hardy, and you don't hear me complaining.
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears have been shed in that very ring.
I think there's going to be a lot more shed here tonight.
No doubt about that, King. These superstars are going to leave it all in the ring. You can count on that.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are earning their paychecks. I'll never understand what the big deal is about Batista. He's just another superstar with more muscles than brains as far as I'm concerned.
You couldn't be more wrong, King. I've always found Batista to be extremely intelligent. You don't often see anyone put anything past him.
Oh, no! What are you doing?
My God! A choke slam all the way from hell!
Jeff Hardy's aerial offense is amazing, but if you can keep him grounded, you're halfway to beating him.
That might... If he grabs that briefcase, this match is over.
I think these superstars have a legitimate beef with each other, JR.
So do I, King.
It's going to be a long way down for one of these two superstars.
What an incredible performance by these phenomenal superstars.
Did you expect anything less, JR? I mean, look...
He's mere inches from victory in this Money in the Bank match. I'm sure these competitors have studied each other very carefully.
This match would be over by now if they hadn't, JR. You never get into the ring without doing your homework.
That would be a recipe for disaster for sure, King.
Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in that ring, mark my words.
I hope these fans appreciate it, JR. These superstars are putting it all on the line for them right here tonight.
These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
No kidding. If you don't have that conditioning, you're not going to last long in a match.
You sure aren't, and that's only one of the many reasons I try to stay out of the ring whenever possible.
I hate to admit it, but when I look at superstars like the Great Khali, part of me is glad I don't wrestle that much anymore.
Are you serious? Neither combatant can afford to lose this fight and fall to the mat.
Man, look at about the size of Umaga. What do you feed a guy to get him that big, JR?
I don't even want to guess, King, because it looks to me like Umaga's got a hungry eye on his opponent.
I think Matt Hardy should change his slogan from "I will not die" to "I cannot win."
King, why do you say things like that when 9 times out of 10, they just make you look like a fool in retrospect?
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals. Both superstars are fighting to stay on the ladder.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR? He's just a few inches from victory! They're beating the heck out of each other, JR. Someone's going to take a tumble. Whoever loses this fight might just lose the match too, JR.
I'm not so sure this one's about winning or losing anymore. I think it's become more personal than that.
Only one of them's going to stay on that ladder, JR. Who's it going to be? Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty fit, though, I must say.
Remind me to never try and step between these guys, JR.
That would be hazardous to your health for sure, King. And it's been reversed. This one is over if he grabs that briefcase.
Jeff Hardy's a great singles competitor, but tag team action is where he really shines.
Not to take away from the Hardys' multiple tag team title reigns, but Jeff has also enjoyed great solo success as a European, hardcore, and intercontinental champion.
Why do you always have to ruin a perfect...
Oh my God! That's his opponent's finisher! He just stole it! Whoever wins this fight might just win the match.
They're really going after each other, JR. I think I see where this one's going, JR. I don't think we're very far from the end of the match.
I disagree entirely, King. I bet my Oklahoma Sooner ass that this one isn't even close to being over.
That's a pretty big bet, JR. Are you sure you're able to cover it?
This is Raw action at its finest. That's why Raw is the #1 brand of sports entertainment.
You've got that right, JR. You're not going to see this
There's not an ounce of quit in either superstar, but only one will remain on the ladder. My God, look at the intensity of these superstars battling 15 feet above the ring.
I thought I'd pick the winner before the match started, JR, but now I'm having second thoughts.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
A fist fight 15 feet in the air. This isn't going to be pretty. It's like he read his opponent's mind. These superstars are going to tear each other apart.
That's exactly what the fans paid to see, King, and they're not going to go home disappointed. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to...
They know there's not enough room for both of them up there. I feel so lucky that I'm actually getting to see these superstars wrestle each other.
Me too, King. This one has the potential to become an instant classic.
The word giant gets thrown around a lot, but the Great Khali is the real deal.
He sure is. I can't even begin to imagine where they found a monster like the Great Khali.
I don't know, but I wish I did, just so I could stay the heck away from there.
You and me both, partner. I got a case of the liver tail just sitting this close to him. They call him the Samoan.
Whoever loses this fight is going to take a heck of a fall, JR. He's so close to that contract, he can taste it.
Here's your winner, Batista.